Was I ever tired last week when I did my vlog? It had been a really stressful week. I was working extra long hours. Actually, I still am working extra long hours. I've been working 6 days a week. And that Saturday before I did that vlog, I had come home after a hard, stressful day. I got to deal with people all day, and sometimes it gets me a little uptight. So I'm all kind of uptight, and I come home, I'm exhausted from this big week, and I just want to take a nap. So I crawl in bed, take a nap. Well, don't ball my way up. I don't have a wicked kink in my neck. So I got this kink I got to work around. Fortunately, Saturday was a rest day, so I had the whole day to kind of rest. Sunday was legs. I got through legs fine. Monday was chest day. Did okay. Little bit painful, but not too bad. Tuesday was a rest day. It was the day I did the vlog. And then Wednesday was supposed to be shoulders, but when I hit Wednesday, no way. Still hurt too much. And between that, and I mentioned there in my last one, I have a shoulder injury right there. And so between the two, I took the shoulder day off, got a little bit of extra rest to get prepared for back day. And I did back day. Back day went great. Actually, my neck felt awesome then. Still was giving me a little bit of grief basically up until today. And it's feeling really good today. So I'm going to do shoulders tomorrow. I'm going to take the shrugs out. And shrugs are a new exercise for me. I mean, they've been around for a long time, but I've never really incorporated shrugs into my workout before. So this time I had them in, but I think I went a little too big, a little too heavy, and between that and the stresses of work and everything, I think it was just a bit too much. So we're going to talk a bit more about the shrugs as they come down the list, but for now we're going to talk about what I'm doing for a workout in the order. Also in the description at the bottom, I based this workout off of another workout, and some things are like bang on like it and other things are nothing like it. But I'm going to put the link to it in the description so you can check it out for yourself and you can take a look at it. It might be something you want to try. I'm finding the volume a bit much for me, but I'm going to tough it out for my 7 weeks because I think I can handle it. I start with shoulders and shoulder press. Of course I start with shoulder day, it's a shoulder day. I start with shoulder press and I do 4 sets. Now I'm going a bit high. I started at the 12 and by the end of the 4th set I'm down in and around 6, going to failure or near failure. I push really hard on this one. I really like the exercise. Works your whole shoulder. Good compound joint exercise. Good to do the compound joint exercises early in your workout. Then after that I do a couple of high rep dumbbell bench press. Works your anterior shoulder as well as of course your chest. It also gives you a great pump and you really get a nice look across there, excuse the vanity, but when you have your shoulders all jacked up and a bit of a chest pump, it looks pretty good. So a little vanity there, but I like the look and so I do it. Upright rows. I do 6 sets upright rows. These are also fairly high. I'm just looking at my last workout here and I see it was about in the 10 to 15 rep range. I do 6 sets. Something to keep in mind in this, I keep my dumbbells fairly wide like this, kind of tuck them in under my armpits. What you're trying to do is you're trying to keep your arm no higher than parallel with your shoulders. If you put your dumbbells really close together, or you're using a bar, and you put your hands close together, you get your arms up higher than your shoulders. Put your shoulder in a bad position where you risk having an injury. So it's just something to keep in mind if you're going to use that exercise. Then from there, I actually go into reverse dumbbell flies. You should probably be doing lateral raises, but I'm not doing lateral raises because it hurts my shoulder too much. So I'm not doing them right now. This actually feels pretty good, strangely enough. But because even that at one time would have hurt, but it is getting better, but I'm still not ready for it. So my back is a weak point, so I do 8 sets of reverse flies. Sounds ridiculous, but I do 2 different hand positions. I do 4 sets with my hands in this position here, and then I just bring it out. And I find that really isolates my rear delt. I mean, do it yourself, see what you feel. Also, remember that pause where you come back and hold like that? That's where I really find I can zone in on the muscle being worked. Then my last 4 sets, I change my hand position. I turn it this here, a quarter turn, and then I do my flies with that position. Same thing, holding up there for that extra second, really getting to feel it. And when you do that, you'll see you feel more muscles being incorporated in your upper back area, and you get a good solid workout on that. This is where I would normally go to my traps, and I was doing 6 sets for traps and a drop set on my last set. I don't know if I mentioned that already, but it was a bit too much. So this week I'm actually not going to do traps. I'm going to do my other shoulder exercises, going to let the traps go till next week. And then next week when I do them, I think I'm just going to do 6 sets, no drop set, just to try to ensure that I'm not overtraining it. I still got 2 more weeks of this mass gain after this week. I've completed a month now, and I said I was going to do it for 7 weeks, so I still got 3 weeks left, or 2 and a part, I guess, because I've done half of my exercises already for this week. So that's what I do with the traps. Then the last thing I do is abs. This is an ab day. And I do just 1 exercise for my abs, 4 sets. I do a raised leg crunch. So something to think about on this one here is the lower you keep your legs to the ground without actually touching the ground, the harder the exercise is. The higher you have your legs, the easier the exercise is. And if you bend your knees, it becomes that much easier. So you should be able to always do 20 reps. So it's 4 sets of 20. And once you get stuck, you just adjust your legs and complete. You get a really solid burn on that one. Try it, see what you think. Next week we're going to move on to my chest workout, and yeah, and so that's it. So anyway guys, keep working out, keep having fun, and we'll talk to you next week. Hopefully my next 100% by then, and have a good time.